Yeah, so good day everyone. So welcome to another tutorial on JavaScript. So on this topic we'll be talking about JavaScript comments. And if you know you have not subscribed to my channel, please kindly subscribe and also like this video if you find it useful. You can also share. Thank you very much. So let's begin. So JavaScript comments. So if this is your first video you are watching from my channel, you can actually go to the previous videos, maybe from JavaScript or from HTML or CSS. I have videos for HTML, CSS and JavaScript. So let's begin. So today we'll be talking about JavaScript comments. So what do we do on JavaScript comments, or what's it about? JavaScript comments can be used to explain JavaScript code and make it more readable. JavaScript comments can also be used to prevent execution when testing alternative code. Single line comments. We have single line comments. So single line comments start with double forward slash twice. Now any text between this forward slash and the end of the line will be ignored by JavaScript. It means it will not be executed. So let's use this example. So this one says, so these are single line comment, right? We wrote change heading. So let's try it ourselves. Click on try it yourself. If you want to get this particular website, go to w3schools.com. you get this website, then go to tutorial, then go to JavaScript or anyone you want to learn. So but we're on JavaScript, so click on try it yourself. So it's an online editor, right, or offline editor. You can actually try this on your video studio code. So now what we did first was this is the normal basic document from an HTML file. So we brought our h1 and we give it an ID. The ID name is my h. Are you seeing? That is the ID name. Then we brought another paragraph. We brought a paragraph. We give it an ID, my p. Then we brought our JavaScript, which is script. Then in between it, we brought a comment, which is this double slash. Then we wrote change heading. So meaning that it will not be executed. Then we brought document.getElement by ID. Right? Normal, this is our heading, which is my h. Hiding ID is my h. And we are saying here in the comment that change heading. So we said document.getElement by ID because we use ID. So we said my h, which is the ID name, dot inner HTML. So we said equals to JavaScript comments. So we want the heading to display JavaScript comments, right? That's why we said equal to JavaScript comments, and we put a semicolon after that. But the major thing here, we are focused on the comment, which will not be executed. So anything you write after the heading will not show, will not display on the web page. So as you can see, there was nothing in this place. There's nothing here. So there's nothing like change heading here. So let's try something. So we brought another one. We said forward slash, we'll say change paragraph. No, this is a comment. To get a comment, just put double slash twice, put slash twice, forward slash twice. Then we'll say document.get element by id, and the id for the paragraph is my p, so that's why we put my p here. Then we'll say dot inner html equals to my first paragraph. So we have a paragraph here, my first paragraph, and we'll have header h1, which is JavaScript comments. So this thing we put here will not display on the web page, to not be executed by JavaScript. Okay, so let's write something else. Let's say display me. Let's see if it's going to display. Let's change here. Change this heading. So let's rerun. Let's see. So you see the same thing. It didn't display. JavaScript could not execute it because we put it in a comment. So to put a comment, simply put forward slash twice, then put what you want to put. Let's say heading. So let's rerun. So as you can see, the JavaScript did not execute it because it's a comment. So this was called single line comment. To put a comment, just put double slash, double forward slash. So that's it. So let's go to the next one. So this example uses a single line comment at the end of each line to explain the code. So let's see this. So we have our h2. We said our h2 is JavaScript comments, which is JavaScript comments here. Then we brought the paragraph. We give it an ID name, which is demo. Then we brought our script. I'll say let x equals 5. Okay. Now we brought a comment here. We said declare x, comma, give it the value of x of 5. So it will not be executed by JavaScript. Okay. So we say let y equals to x plus 2, meaning that since x equals to 5, y will be 5 plus 2. So we say let y equals to x plus 2. Then we'll put your semicolon. Then we'll put this in a comment because we just want to document, just like in documentation, to not be executed by JavaScript. So this here we wrote declare x, give it the value of 5. Then for y we said declare y, give it the value of x plus 2. So this does not really matter here, these two, because it's a comment. So we brought on that comment, we said write y to demo. Write y to demo. Then we said document.get element by id, and our id name is demo. So don't forget, this is in a comment. It's in a comment, so it will not display. Okay, let's see something. Let's cut this out. Let's cut this out. So let's see. Let's paste. So let's rerun. So nothing is displaying because we have actually cancelled the first statement. You know, the first statement is saying that the paragraph should be y. Let's go back. So let's rerun. So now, don't forget we said let y equals to x plus 2, and x is 5. So if we say y is equal to x plus 2, that means 7. So here we've said let JavaScript write y, let the web page display y, and y is what? Y is x plus 2. So that's why we put, now we got 7 here. So when I copied it out before to this other place, it will not display anything because JavaScript must be written in the scripts, in between these scripts or tag. Okay. So the idea of this is that this is just to document your work. It will not be executed by JavaScript. Okay, so anything you write after the comment will not be executed by JavaScript. So let me just run through everything again. In the beginning we said let x equals 5, let y equals x plus 2. So if x is equal to 5, y is simply 5 plus 2. And here we said document.get element by id. We want JavaScript to get the element by id. Okay, and demo is our paragraph. Don't forget a paragraph id. Okay, so we said inner HTML dot inner HTML equals y. So y is equals to what? X plus 2, which is 7. So that is that for that. So we have multi-line comments. Multi-line comments starts with slash, then star, and end with star and slash. So any text between these comments will be ignored by JavaScript. So let's give an example. So we have h1 id name of my h, and we have paragraph id name my p, then our script tag. So we are putting this in a comment, this here. So to put it in this multi-line comment, right? So put your slash, then the star sign, then the ending should start with star and end with slash sign. So in between we wrote the code below. We change the heading with id equals m my h, and the paragraph with id my p. Okay, so this is just like the documentation, right? It will not be executed by JavaScript. So let's see what we did next. So say document.get element by id, and what is my h? My h is for our heading, h1. So we want to get element by the id name my h, which is heading 1, first header, dot inner HTML. So what do we want it to display? We want to display this. That's why we said equals to JavaScript comments. Okay, then for the paragraph we said document.get element by id. So my p, this is my paragraph id. That is why we put it here, my p dot inner HTML is equals to my first paragraph. So we want the paragraph to display my first paragraph. So this is just a documentation. For example, you are writing codes. You know, codes can be funny at times. You might even forget maybe what this section is for. So you can just document what you did here. So here is saying that the code below will change the heading with id mh, my h, and the paragraph with id my p. So this is just, it can be used for reference actually. Okay, so that's just it. It will not be executed by JavaScript. So So that is multi-line comments. So let's see what next. It is most common to use single line comments. Block comments are often used for formal documentation. Using comments to prevent execution. Using comments to prevent execution of code is suitable for code testing. Adding / in front of code line changes the code lines from an executable line to a comment. So this example uses this / to prevent execution of one of the code lines. So let's say this. So for our header, our ID is my age. For our paragraph, our ID is my P. So we brought a comment. We said, after this comment, we said document.get element by ID, then my age, which is for our first header. Listen, let me come again. We have header 2, my age 2. My age 2 is supposed to display JavaScript comments, right? And this is it here. Then our h1, that is what we are calling here. We are saying document.get element by ID my age.inner HTML equals to my first page. So normally, if all things in the normal situation or circumstance, since we've said document.get element by ID my age, which is h1 dot inner HTML equals to my first page, so under normal circumstance we are supposed to have h1 display my first page, but in this case it's showing my first paragraph. Okay, it's showing my first paragraph. Okay, but let's see the second one. We'll put a comment here, right? So let's see the second one. It said document. We didn't put a comment here in this second one. Document.get element by ID my P. So that's for paragraph, right? So this is a paragraph. Dot inner HTML is equals to my first paragraph. So meaning that this is our paragraph, my first paragraph. And why it is displaying is because we didn't put a comment here. We didn't put our / here. We didn't put / before document.get element by ID my P. So this is executed. Why this is not executed? Because of the comments, because of this. Okay, so we have been able to achieve my first paragraph because we didn't put comments here. Then we have another paragraph here. We said the line starting with / is not executed, as you can see here. This is another paragraph. So this video is just about, or this tutorial is just about this here. This comment did not allow this to display. Let's remove the comments. Let's remove this comment. Okay, so let's rerun. So normally we are supposed to see my first page as h1. So let's see. So as you can see, so my first page is now displaying after we remove the comments. So let's put it back. So now it's a comment now. It it will prevent this from displaying. We are telling JavaScript to make our, my age is the ID and my age is the ID for H1. So I was telling it normally that it should display my first page, but because of this comment before, it didn't display. So when we removed it, it displays. So we have put the comment back. Let's run this. So as you can see, it's no more there. So comments will actually prevent JavaScript from executing your code. So okay, this is another example. Let's try it yourself. So as you can see, we have ID name for H1, my H, ID name for paragraph, my P. Then we brought our script, JavaScript. Then in between we wrote this comments. This multi-line comment. Document.getElement by ID, my P dot inner HTML equals welcome to my home page. So normally we are saying we wanted this to be executed, but since we put the comment, it will not display in the web page. So as you can see from this place, we are not seeing anything like welcome to my home page. We are not saying anything like this is my first paragraph because it's in a comment. But look at this place now. After the comments, we said document.getElement by ID, my P, which is the ID name. My P is the ID name dot inner HTML equals the comment block is not executed. So as you can see, it's displayed here. So that's to tell you that comment will block your code from being executed. Hope you understand. But when you put the comments, it will not be executed. It will not even show on the web page. So that's that for the tutorial. I believe we all understood everything. If you have any questions, you can always comment. I'll be right here to answer you. So comments are let's just read it again. JavaScript comments can be used to explain JavaScript code. So if you want to explain what you're actually doing, okay. So if you actually did maybe you want to say, okay, this is the head section, this is the body section, whatever it is, this is the footer. Okay, so you can just document your work. You can use to explain what you are doing. It can be helpful for a web developer, web designer, so they won't be confused of what they've done. They can just document, but it will not be executed on the web page by JavaScript. So that is that for this tutorial. If you find this tutorial useful and educative, please comment, like the video. You can share the video and also subscribe. Most importantly, please subscribe to my channel. It will mean a lot to me. Thank you very much. See you in the next class.